Good morning, traders. Michael Sabo here on Tuesday, October 11th. Coming to you here from trading floors here at MF Global, and talk to you here a little bit, some opening commentary here in the crude oil market. Energies, we're going to start off here with the crude oil. First of all, let's do a recap here on yesterday's action here. Strong day yesterday, strong outside markets, got a big push up in this market. We hit highs up there of just above 86. We went up to 86.09. So clearly, we were looking here at this 50% retracement area, which is kind of where we closed at there on Friday. Strong follow through with it there yesterday. Dollar was substantially weaker. Outside markets very firm. And what's interesting is you look at the tone of the market yesterday, and the idea what the talking heads were basically spouting is that on hope that they're going to basically be able to put this Eurozone problem behind them. I think it's more like kicking the can down the road. And the idea that the markets are rallying off of hope that they're going to be able to do something there, to me, I just think, is not a good reason for these markets to move. So I think cooler heads are prevailing here today now. Markets looked extremely overbought to me. Looking at a lot of different technical indicators, we're starting to see a little bit of pullback in these markets here today. Equities are slightly weaker tone. Crude's taking a little bit of a weaker tone as well. Dollar's also a touch firmer here right now. Currently, crude, we're trading off about 68.70 cents here, trading around 84.72. Lows coming in down around 83.97, and those lows were made here a little earlier this morning. So, I think you could see, as I mentioned yesterday, even though we got a strong up day there in the market, I think, again, my opinion is the market's pretty overbought, and I think you could see a little steam coming out of there. We've had a pretty big run up here from these most recent lows. We were down here just here around October 4th, trading down around $75, and we basically made a huge march forward. So I'm looking to see a little bit of steam let out of this market. We'll see how today pans out. In addition, OPEC coming out, and they're lowered their 2011 estimates there for demand. So, I think that's going to be interesting here, might put a little bit of pressure on the market. In addition here, the EU, as we know, they're taking a vote there. They were talking about some systemic danger that they see over there. So a little bit more of a negative, a little bit more of a cautious tone, which I think is what's really in order. So we'll see kind of how all this plays out. The complex is weaker as well. RBOB and heat, RBOB around 268.40. We're off about 110. The heat around 286.46. That's down almost 4 cents here right now. So certainly seeing a little weaker tone there. The Brent's touch weaker as well. Looking at nat gas, we're up slightly here. We're trading around about the 354.90 area. So we'll watch, see how that nat gas develops. But again, watch the crude here, November crude here. I think you could see a little bit of a weaker tone. We'll kind of watch that 86 area today here. I think, we should see some resistance coming in that area here. In terms of support, I think you've got this market open here for a little ways here, but I think, kind of eyeing around that $83 area I think is going to be a major support area. So I'm not saying we're going to get down there here today, but I do think we could see some weakness in there. If you want to talk a little bit more, we can go into a little bit more details here, talk about some intraday support resistance numbers. Please give me a call on the trade desk. The number is 1-800-798-7671. And as always, remember that past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results, and the risk of loss does exist in futures trading.